I have to be a social worker. The reason that I have to be a social worker is because I have always had a calling to help people. It had not been until I have matured some that I realized what exactly that calling may entail. I have always been told that I have a helpful spirit about myself, and going into college, I knew that I wanted to work along the lines of psychology or social work because I wanted to find out why people do the things that they do. However, as time passed and I saw myself not feeling psychology so much, I turned to social work completely. Social work to me is basically a profession of helping. As a new social worker, I have learned that we are here to advocate for those less fortunate and more oppressed than us, and continue to stay that way because society isn't allowing them to progress and become the productive societal members that they are meant to be. I have learned from one of the empowerment-based articles that the reason racism is painful is because of the concept of invalidation, and this comes from Michael S. Spence's article. And I feel that not just racism, but keeping certain peoples oppressed is creating within them a feeling of invalidation. So I just don't think people realize that there's a new day and age, and I believe that I'm here to try to convey that. Being that of a minority isn't fun, and this comes from personal experience. There are still barriers preventing certain peoples from progression. As a social worker, I have a duty to fight and to remove and prevent further barriers because we were all created equal and we should be treated as such. We all should be able to live equally and possess the availability to good health as a human right, because we still do have those, I think. My role in relation to oppression is to help my clients move forward and obtain the rights deserved to them in their cultures, whether it be black, white, or gray. This can be completed by advocating for them and having them advocate for themselves, because oppression is something that inhibits them socially, professionally, economically, and the policies put in place sometimes hinder their progression. The basic principles to empowerment-based social work are those same principles that America was constitutionally founded upon, such as the respect for mutuality and dignity as a social worker. And these are the values that I, as a social worker, plan to uphold. And that's why I have to be a social worker.